It hasn't been this quiet in a month.
Yeah.
It's honestly disorienting.
I felt a little weird closing the door. It was like I'm expressing authority here. Clunk.
Yeah.
Creating a boundary. We've been in wide open spaces. Hey, little guy. We've been in wide open spaces for so long, and now
we have our room.
The moving process is in its final hours.
We're gonna get our shit out of storage tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
That means I can't exercise today.
I mean, you can on the balcony. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're not tired.
Yeah, my back is still tired from I was practicing my dodging and slipping yesterday.
Yeah, I started designating, because we have like a pretty sizable closet with shelves in it.
Yeah.
So I started designating, stuff, just getting it out of the way so that we have space. Mm-hmm. This room is tiny.
It feels so small because right now things are still in boxes. But once we fill this room up with boxes, I think we'll both get desperate to get the breathing room again, and we'll be moving things.
We'll be getting rid of things.
Besides, we've still got that pulley system in order.
Oh, yeah. Like, tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Oh, yeah. Also, just like the way that... Because we live on the second floor, we're going to be having to bring things up. By the way, welcome to the podcast. We're going to have to be bringing things up the stairs, but if you've ever carried a thing upstairs, you know you don't want to frickin' do that. So I suggested the idea of we turn it
like a big storage tub?
Yeah, a big storage tub into a basket. A basket for a pulley system. Mm-hmm. And I got it rigged up, we practiced with it, and it works. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, good, great. I'll do all the hard stuff. You guys just hold the rope.
Yeah, we'll put all the yarn in there, stuff that we don't need to go up and down for no reason.
We'll put the couch in there.
I was researching couches that we could put in here instead of a bed, and then I was like, couches are fucking expensive. It's like $2,000 for a fucking couch.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. If they can charge out the S, they would. In fact, I had a dream, that weird sleep we've been having where we sleep for the night, and then we wake up and we sleep a little bit more.
I think we're going to get a little bit more after this podcast.
I had a dream during that second weird sleep that I was the president.
Did somebody hit you on the ear?
No, but they tried. Mm-hmm. I had a dream. I was the president, and I made a new rule that was like, lobbying's out. No more. Can't do it anymore. And there were like people who were like, how are things supposed to get done or whatever? I'm just like, yeah, companies don't get to make laws. And I kept doing things to take money out of politics, and I was just like, executive decision, left and right. And then I kept trying, like, people kept trying to assassinate me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, look.
You see what's happening?
Watch the next president revert this shit and see how much you guys freaking like it.
Mm-hmm.
I got really frustrated with that news. Do we have to talk about it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about that bitch neither.
My head feels like clogged.
Clogged, that's a good way to put it. I think you got overstimulated. Like the moment you got the room, you started going...
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You started short-circuiting. I was going to say short-circuiting again.
Same thing. I'm also watching the baby climb the shelves.
Yeah, he's found his way immediately.
He's digging... Like, this closet has, like, 6 shelves on one side, and he's just climbing higher and higher. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, we actually don't need a cat tree. He's fine. Yeah. There's stairs out there.
Like, he's got his pick of shelves, of desks, of...
He just needs a scratching post.
Windows. I think the only thing he needs is so he don't scratch up the curtains.
Yeah, so we're going to get him a scratching post instead of a big expensive towel.
He's going to be a happy cat. He really seems pretty happy.
We have a bed frame for free.
For the first time in...
Since before...
11 years.
Yeah, for you. Fucking... and the underbed storage is just cat tunnel.
Yeah, that's bullshit, though. Can we just not put things under there?
I'm gonna do my best not to put things under there.
Yeah, putting things under your bed is like the adult equivalent of, like...
like, maybe shoes?
Not doing your homework.
Like, we can roll your guns under there. That's the only thing I can think of.
Nah, because it's in a big trunk. We'll put the big trunk somewhere.
We'll put the trunk at the front.
We don't gotta hypothetically decorate the frickin' room right now. This isn't interior decoration hour. This is the SuperBetterCast.
This is the SuperBetterCast with no fire alarm.
With no fire alarm? Well, I mean, we never had the fire alarm on the cast.
Hey, does this fan work?
No.
It's unplugged.
What?
It's unplugged. I think it does work.
Well, follow the... Did you just turn off my frickin' computer?
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh, it was just the screen. Okay, I was gonna shit
I
myself.
think it's this thing.
No, don't do it. It's gonna spark, dude. It's gonna spark and explode.
I need some circulation up in this bitch, because the air is on.
Where's the thing? Yeah, it doesn't work.
No.
Cut this section out and just put like an explosion sound effect. After I said it was gonna explode.
No wonder it's unplugged. Okay. The light's honestly hurting my eyes.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Try just closing the blinds a little. That's good, yeah?
Good. Yeah, that's softer. Hi, baby. Okay. Yeah, because that's giving off a lot of heat, too.
I gotcha.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm very disoriented.
I would imagine so.
It's been a long month.
It's been a heck of a time. We don't have a lot of stuff. We don't have the Don't Forget About board, but I've been writing things down.
On your phone?
On my phone.
All right.
Would you like to go through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to go through it.
You're going to close your eyes. Okay, so the first thing on here is I was watching Sonic X, and you know how there's like these really funny inconsistencies in anime?
Mm-hmm.
Amy will switch from a dress to a virgin killer.
No way.
Yeah. So like her dress is like I don't know if it has an open back, but it did in the Sonic X.
Mm-hmm.
So the open back would just freaking like the over the shoulder sleeve part would just freaking disappear, and it would just turn into a virgin killer sometimes.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it is. Another thing that's freaking weird is that like on the same subject is that like in Sonic X she just looked like a little cartoon hedgehog girl, right? But then when you look at the games, she's got like a body on her.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's freaking weird. I didn't even notice until I went back to play Sonic Heroes for something, and like it was in the game. I was looking at the character designs because I had the manual, which is where all of my Sonic lore knowledge came from when I was a kid, and I was just like I was looking at all the characters as in depth as I could. I was like, oh wait, Big has freaking sandals on. We can see his toesies. He doesn't freaking have any. It drove me nuts. And then I noticed
that is disgusting.
So imagine getting a foot job from Big, dude. It's like 2 giant purple sticks of butter. Being a woman with a foot fetish has to suck.
Oh, ew, they're all hairy.
Just don't dig your freaking heel up in there, dude. You gotta freaking moisturize them.
Hairy toes.
Just start like cheese grating the freaking.
You're not allowed to leave yet, Titan. We're podcasting.
Anyway. I noticed that Amy had a body on her. It was weird.
Sorry. I'm over here.
Just needed to disrobe a little.
I'm just shedding clothing now that I can. That's not what's happening. I needed to take my socks off.
I just pulled something out of my nose. I'm so sorry.
Don't wipe it. Don't put it on the floor.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do with it. I don't want it.
Also, wood floors. Something we haven't had before.
Yeah, don't walk around on it barefoot. You'll get tetanus.
It's very strange. We're probably gonna get rid of this fucking thing.
Stop decorating the room!
I'm sorry. I'm so fucking disoriented. Okay, so you were talking about Amy and the Virgin Killer and...
Oh, God.
And, okay.
Okay, so we're done with that.
Yeah.
Alright, how about something you can actually talk about?
What is it?
John, as in Tron,
mm-hmm.
At least as far as Game Grumps goes, doesn't like Ava.
From Resident Evil?
What?
Ava?
What? Is there somebody named Ava in Resident Evil?
Ada.
Oh.
My bad. Who's
No,
Ava?
Evangelion.
Oh. Fuck him. He's got bad opinions.
Well, here's the thing. His opinion gets even worse. Because the what he said was like, when he was like explaining he didn't like it, he was just like, I just tried it. It's just like, oh, Shinji, you gotta... And he's just like, that was...
He's never had to struggle.
Well, that was his explanation. I was like, what does baba 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 mean? Are you upset that it had dialogue?
He's such a motherfucker. I don't like John very much.
I like Ava. I think Ava's great. Ava was one of my first animes.
Yeah, I watched it at a very weird transitionary period in my life, and it fucked me up. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the best time to watch Ava, is when you're in flux.
Yeah. I think you had just moved in.
It was about like a month after I moved in. You just decided.
Now's
you just
the
asked
time.
me, "What's Ava?" And I was like, "You haven't watched it." And then you watched it, and then you were like obsessed with it for a little while, and you just kept watching like the different versions they made, and
it was a journey.
Oh, was it? Wasn't it? Was it? Whatever, you know what I meant. But yeah, that explanation, like a lot of John's like opinions on things when he doesn't like something were really reductive back then. But he poised himself as an intellectual. And so it was really freaking annoying to hear him be like, "Oh, I didn't like it because it was blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Okay, not liking it is one thing, but what does blah 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 mean?"
He literally acted like a toddler a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't know about now.
I mean, I don't either. I haven't seen a new JonTron in freaking forever. But then I realized I was like, I kind of lost interest in his humor when he got his set.
Put all the money into it.
Yeah.
All I could think about was the money being wasted on these lame ass jokes.
That's why I stopped watching too.
I was like, damn, you spent all that money just to go balls. It's like, it was funnier when you said balls in your kitchen.
He lost a lot of his charm when he, like, I don't know. Like, God bless. He still makes me laugh, but he did lose some of his charm along the way. Like, he talked about, especially in, I think it was the first episode of Donkey Kong Country 2. I bring this up every freaking time. I feel like I do. But he talks about how it's really hard to do good sketch comedy on no budget.
But he was doing it at the time.
Yes.
He was doing incredible sketch content on no budget.
And so was Super Mega.
Oh my god, yes.
In fact, the lower budget it is, the better it is. There, like, sometimes Super Mega videos just get clipped and memed. My favorite of them was Matt walks into a kitchen, Ryan's cooking, and Matt goes, "Huh, little steamed vegetables never hurt anyone." Ryan just looks at him, throws the steaming vegetables on him, and he screams. That's it. And it's like, zero budget. They had like $10 for a freaking bag of frozen vegetables.
That's so fucking funny.
And then there was when they got Finn Wolfhard on the freaking
into the spaghetti thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finn Wolfhard can go wherever he wants. He's like, "Oh, memes, hello."
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters, but I think he's doing okay.
Okay. I heard it was actually good.
I heard it was awesome. Like, I saw the first one he was in, the first new one. The cute little continuation reboot.
Yeah.
And that was great. I actually really dug it.
Okay.
And then Frozen Empire came out, and I just didn't have time.
By the way, is this Baja Blast or is this
Baja? It's a little bit of Baja Blast.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
I just wanted to know, it was like, I mean, like, okay, my question was, is this Baja Blast or is it toilet water now?
I'll find out.
Okay.
For science.
Okay, here we go.
Guys, y'all have nails.
She's got the... Alright, she's got the cup. She's readied her straw. She's rattling the ice. And here she goes, takes the drink. One big drink.
Toilet water.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh my god, it feels so good to be in a room with you.
Yeah, we can goof and gaff. I can go, ah! I just thought of this. How would you feel if you were drinking a soda, and your cup is opaque, you can't see into it. You're drinking a soda through a straw. You drink it down to like a quarter. You go to the bathroom, you come back, you can't see it, but I've opened a can of something, put your straw in it, put it in the cup.
That'd be fucking weird, but I'd like it.
But would you though? Because like, what if it's like ginger ale? You don't like ginger ale, right?
Oh, you open a totally different can of something?
Yeah.
I'd be offended.
But then... What, do you think you could tell the difference, or would you be so lost in the sauce? Because this is like one of your greatest vices, soda.
Yeah.
So do you think you'd just be lost in the sauce that you just like... or would you notice like something's off?
I would know immediately.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because, okay, when you put soda in plastic, like in an open container like this, it gets flat quicker. for something. I don't know. I guess it's eating the plastic.
Yes, it is.
But the metal cans taste different. They taste fresher. I don't know how else to explain it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're drinking out of a Stanford tumbler or whatever the hell they're called.
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. That's it's called the Stanley. What? Like hockey?
The Piston Cup? Yeah, no. The water bottle things that the fucking moms get excited about, they're Stanleys.
I saw... Oh, yeah. We were watching people clean up their houses and stuff, like, when we were...
I've christened the room! Live on the podcast! Oh, shit!
Yeah, thanks. We were watching people clean up their rooms to kind of feel... Bro, that's rancid.
And the new chair.
It's not even that it's bad, it's that it
nice
smells
chair.
like baby powder.
I like this chair.
Why did your frickin' fart smell like baby powder?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
So gross.
I'm so mad at you. We were watching people clean their houses and stuff, like compilations, just to kind of feel a little bit better about how much of a mess everything was when we were moving.
Yeah.
And it was like one of these chicks was just like, because you have to hold your freaking phone to record yourself doing it, right? So she's like got this clean, the sink's totally clean, and then she just covers it in freaking like pink stuff and like chemicals and just starts scrubbing in this clean sink, and then she walks away from the sink, it's clean. She goes to like put cups away in a freaking cabinet, and it's just like 70 freaking Stanley cups as far back as you can see in the freaking Narnia.
They're like, damn bitch who collects fucking water bottles.
Like, are you lacking a personality that bad? You got way more money than you have freaking...
Yeah, those cups are like $40
personality.
a piece, bro.
That's ridiculous. 40 freaking bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Bro...
Like,
just get
I got a new water bottle because we left them.
Cancer like the rest of us.
I got a new water bottle because we left them.
How much was that?
20.
Yeah, that's a big ass water bottle though.
And it's got a nice
huge.
handle. I love
like,
this fucking thing.
It's like a gallon. That is a gallon
It's
of
a little
water.
gallon water. Yeah, and it's metal. I don't like getting plastic water bottles because they stink.
But I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I can you're thinking in the long term. You said I'm gonna hold well more than $20 worth of water in this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drop $20 freaking on the thing. It's like it's not even branded or anything. I haven't even seen a freaking brand on it.
I'm gonna put stickers on it. Fuck the Stanley Cups.
I don't get those freaking people, and I don't like them.
I don't like them either.
Anyway, I want to go back to the temporary board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this one. The Samaritan's Purse Goblin.
Please expand. What do we call it? What do we call this? Ew! That's gonna be the podcast picture. That's fucked up. That's some impoverished child off in fucking Saudi Arabia.
If she was rich, I'd still be laughing at it.
Did I tell you yesterday? I got a little high when we went to the beach. We didn't actually go to the beach. We were just there to play Pokemon, so I didn't get to touch the sand. But I was high, and we were walking past this homeless guy, and he was going with his cup, and I walked by him, and I started laughing. Not at him. Like, I laughed after we passed him. And I go up to my brother, and I was like, hey, I had the idea of reaching into his cup and being like, ooh, free money? Like, free sample. So when you said Samaritan's Purse Goblin,
Sorry, those words are really good together.
Did you... Wait, pull up the... I sent you a band name. Paradoxical Chode.
Yeah. I said, okay. I thought you said brand name, and I was like, okay, so you were in the greater Los Angeles area yesterday. I mean, we are, but like you went...
I went to the heart
You
of
went into the
Santa Monica.
into the higher level area.
Yeah, where the bums had fucking tracksuits.
Yeah, they got like +3 to speed out there. And you're freaking... You just said brand... I thought you said brand name. And so I was like, okay, so you saw... Is this like Banana Republic? Like, is this just something that somebody just kind of threw together? Is this...
No, we were at McDonald's, and one of Jesse's friends said something about, like, a big chode, and I was like, isn't that the opposite of a chode? I was like, that's a paradox. And then he's like, paradoxical chode, and I couldn't stop laughing, so that's why I sent it to you. I was like, that's a fucking bad name.
There's a really funny bit from the George Lopez show.
Oh, God.
It's actually funny.
Okay.
So he's like teaching his son how to play music, or they're playing music in the garage or something like that, and he keeps trying to inject himself into his son's life, as Mexican dads do. And
You're good at it.
And like, he's not into it. Him and his friends aren't into it.
Yeah.
So he's like, he has some dialogue with his father-in-law where he's like, every time I try to reach out, I get a handful of rejection. And you know what else? That's a really good song name, and I don't have anybody to share it with.
Yeah.
We've talked about the George Lopez show, like, unfavorably, but they had some singers. Mm-hmm. Every now and again.
Okay, so another stupid joke, and this is when I wasn't high, was we were driving to Santa Monica.
Sorry, I just wanted to see the waveform.
It's fine. And Jesse was like, replace one word of a fucking movie with balls. And so we just kept like, you know, Jurassic Balls and like all this stupid shit. And like we beat that horse to death. So then after I got high, we were on the pier and I started laughing and Jesse was like, what? And I was like, balls of balls instead of balls of glory. And I thought it was the funniest thing.
No, it's funny. I was thinking like
balls of balls in the Samaritan's Purse Goblin.
I was thinking of what if you did it to a movie that only has one word, like Sharknado, and it just says balls and the Sharknado is fine because you're replacing the whole word.
Yeah. Instead of the lobster, the balls.
Oh, speaking of
that movie rocked.
I never saw it. Is it worth like we should watch that or not? Okay.
It's dark comedy. It's slow.
I
liked it. Our landlord roommate put it on the other day, and I was watching it with him because like I'd seen it once but didn't get it, and then this time I got it, and I was like, okay.
Okay. I learned about a Filipino, not cryptid. What are they called? Mythology.
Sorry, I was thinking of a line from the movie. Can I say it?
No. Because I don't know what it'll end up being.
No, it's good. It's good.
Is
it's
it?
not scary.
Okay.
So the concept of the movie is that you can't be alone, right? So you get put into this hotel where you have like a month to find a partner.
Are you talking about the lobster?
Yeah. So you saw
Why
it.
did I think you were talking about Balls of Fury?
Because I'm talking about balls. So okay, so like he goes into the
I've
woods
seen
to
the
be with the
lobster.
loners, and the lady's like, yeah, and we only listen to EDM music so we can dance alone or something, and like it's just electronic music. No, that's what it was. It was, we're not allowed to dance with each other. We only dance alone. That's why we only listen to electronic music. And she says it all deadpan. My head hurts. I did interrupt you to say that.
Oh my god, you guys. I think I found the funny. Hold on.
Okay, go on with what you were
Hold on. Ha.
The cup fell. Okay.
I know, you ruined my frickin' bit.
My head hurts. Go on.
Oh, yeah, I learned a creature from Filipino mythology. Can we just call them cryptids? That's what they are. They're cryptids.
That's a cryptid.
Okay. It's got a giant dick and balls, and that's its only feature.
Did roommate A tell you about this?
No, I was scrolling. I opened.
You should tell roommate A about
Here's
this.
the thing. I opened my phone this morning, and I've been getting back into Pokemon, so I have Pokemon content on my frickin' phone, and the first thing I frickin' see is this giant head full of yellow teeth and a giant dick and balls on my frickin' YouTube like main page, and I said, okay, but I can't have pixelated blood. Got it. But apparently the creature is like, oh god, I don't even remember what it's called.
We live with Filipinos. We gotta ask them about it.
I gotta ask him about it. In fact, the first thing I was gonna say to him is, how could you have not told me about this sooner?
He's at work, but we can ask roommate / landlord.
The whole
friend.
the whole thing about it is that it was cursed because it kept doing bad things to people with its dick and balls. So it was cursed to have a massive dick and balls that wouldn't fit, quote, would not fit into any hole.
Is there a name for it?
Yes, but it's like very much not English. I'm gonna try and pull it up. It's like I'm gonna find it.
Testicular cancer.
I'm not in a rolling chair right now. That was weird.
Oh yeah. The person who had the room before us, sweet as honey. They were like, do you want this fucking chair? Dude, this chair rocks. Of course I want this fucking chair.
The Tambaloslos.
Tambaloslos?
The Tambaloslos.
We gotta go down there and ask him about the Tambaloslos.
Mythical creature with a huge mouth that opens wide, all the facial flesh going to the back of the head, revealing a bloody face.
I need to see a picture, please.
That will shock you.
Images.
They're leaving out the dick and balls part. Oh, there's his wiener.
No fucking...
Look, there's the wiener.
That's not real. Snoo.
Is that a Monster Hunter monster? Is that just a jizzing dick?
Snoo, you gotta text me when you look this up. You gotta tell me that you saw it.
The Tambaloslos, yeah.
Tambaloslos. It does sound like a Monster Hunter monster.
But yeah.
What the fuck?
So the whole thing is that, like, it got cursed to have a wiener, a dick and balls that's too big. This is the father of the Samaritan's Purse Goblin.
No. It hurts.
Anyway.
It's too much. My tummy hurts from laughing. Fuck.
If you're ready for the next step of conversation, I have a really freaking interesting one I think will make you very happy.
Okay.
Is Godzilla a dragon?
He doesn't have wings.
Yet
he doesn't fly.
Okay. So
no. Because Chinese dragons don't have wings, but they fly.
But they fly. So is flight what makes a dragon, right?
Yes.
What about
He does breathe fire, and he is a reptile, and he has a big tail.
Yeah. It's a giant reptile that breathes, I mean, nuclear, but like
But
fire.
dragons can travel in the air.
Is this a hard rule?
That's my hard rule.
What is Drampa?
He floats. He has levitate.
I mean, sure, but
he's
fly.
goofy.
He's basically, I was thinking the other day about Drampa specifically. He's basically, was it Igor? Flygor? What's his name? From The Neverending Story. You never watched The Neverending Story?
Mm-mm.
Not
or
bad.
The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, Neverending Story are movies you need to see.
Yes,
Neverending Story is mad sad. It's like, it's just the most childish thing ever. But not in an immature way. It's just like I want to be a kid again here. You know what I mean? Like, in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think, yes, Godzilla's a dinosaur. I think Godzilla is a dragon. He classifies as dragon. It's like, it's the only thing he can't do is fly. Oh, play a funny clip of the Godzilla flying horizontally for like 3 miles doing a dropkick. No.
I watched the original Godzilla the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I was stoned. I like watching Godzilla when I'm high. And his fucking goofy ass eyes. But dude, it hit me. Like, this shit didn't happen. Like, people are still alive that remember the fucking nukes.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucked up.
Like,
no wonder they're fucked up. No wonder they're racist. I'd be racist too.
Probably.
You fucking live on an island and these white people come by and they're like...
Well, hold on. That's something to consider. Nobody knew it was a bomb when it happened.
Yeah.
So, like, just think about this. You're just, right now, we're chilling, right? We're goofing, we're talking. The freaking sky
turns red.
Falls.
Yeah, fuck that.
Or even just, like, a hole opens up, and it's just, like, is this, like, a dimensional fissure? Like, what could this be?
Yeah, how do you quantify that?
But then, like rewind it a little bit. It's like the sky turns white, and then the world darkens. You can't see shit.
People get fucking, turned to dust.
And like, your skin hurts, and you can't look to see what's wrong, and it's like, what? People thought it was the end of the freaking world. They thought it was just like, no, that was it. They're
still feeling the effects. I'm proud of them for coping the way they have.
Yeah.
But I also don't fault them anymore.
I'm not. I wish they...
Well, I wish they hadn't...
I wish they
anime
had a little restraint in some places.
In some places, the anime does need to be checked.
However, the grieving process does...
That's fucked up.
Things to people. But like that, the horror of that situation is kind of lost on the description we get, because it's always like, yeah, and then we drop the bomb.
Next chapter.
But that's like, they didn't know it was a bomb. For all they knew, the world just exploded.
Yeah. And then I was also thinking about the Japanese American experience and the Japanese experience. Like, the people that got hit with it and the people over here that were in internment camps. George fucking Takai was in an internment camp and he remembers that shit. And he's an old man now playing Pokemon Go and he's still cool.
With an excellent freaking voice.
What a dude. He was fucking goofing in Star Trek. But he carries that trauma.
Like, think about that feeling even. Like, being a Japanese American and then you hear, like...
Your fucking homeland.
Of course, where you live is at war with your homeland.
Yeah.
But then you get the news one day. Because we didn't have, we had to get it through newspapers.
Yeah.
We didn't have phones. It was not immediate. So think about...
It was so delayed back then.
One freaking day, you just find out they just burned the entire island of Japan because news is traveling by mouth.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, watch. Jesse got shot.
No.
Yes.
No,
It's that times 50 freaking million.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And I was seeing all the dialogue in the original Godzilla and all the symbolism, and maybe I was reading too much into it at certain points because I was high, but it's fucking tragic. It's sad. Like, of course, you know, they created Godzilla as this monster to combat, like, it's something they could fight, because you can't fight the nuke and its effects. So, of course, that's the way they dealt with it. Like, that's a very creative way to fucking deal with it.
Yeah. In the modern day, Godzilla has lost most, if not all, of its meaning. But I would still say that the value of Godzilla is still there.
Yeah, the importance and everything. He's
the first Godzilla movie that they made in the new continuity, the American one, the first American.
Yeah.
Was Godzilla was just a kind of a force. They couldn't stop it. And then Shin Godzilla it really recaptured the original horror of Godzilla.
Yeah, we watched Shin Godzilla, because that's another Japanese one. That one was a response to the earthquake and the way the government handled the earthquake. And you can't be as politically charged over there as you can in America. So when you're seeing the dialogue where they're fucking pissed at the government, that's somebody actually fucking pissed at the fucking government, and they're covering it up with Godzilla.
that Godzilla itself is interesting to me in that movie because it takes forever to take a recognizable form, and before that it's gross.
He's all nasty in that movie.
When it's in its kind of not quite a baby form,
pupating, and
its freaking eyes are just milky, and he's not blinking or anything, and its neck is just gushing blood everywhere.
Yeah, he's just a destructive, nasty
scooping people up in his
entity.
Weird mouth.
Yeah, it was gross and it was cool, and that's the thing about the old one too. He looks goofy, but you were telling me how he's mindless. I was watching old Godzilla just walk up to a bridge, flip it, go meh, and then turn around in the other direction. I'm like, why the fuck did he do that? Senseless destruction.
The bomb didn't choose what it freaking burned up.
It was mindless. There was nothing to it. No emotion, no reason for it. I mean, no...
Godzilla was a force, just as the bomb was.
Just pure destruction.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
There's still value in it, too. There's still value to go back and watch it. I honestly, when I first watched the original Godzilla, I felt a little weird. I was just like, Final Wars isn't as interesting anymore.
Yeah, you were telling me I don't think you like Godzilla as much as you think I do, and I'm sure you're right, but I really like fucking Godzilla. It's a fascinating look into, the heritage of my grand whatevers. I don't know how far back it goes.
You could just say my heritage.
My heritage.
Yeah, but it's this is how Japanese people think. This is how they saw the world. You can watch the way that the Japanese mind forms art, and especially with one of the most formative moments of Japanese culture.
Yeah, and my nana, she's probably pushing 80 now, so she might have been her parents were, I think, in Hawaii or something. So I don't know if they went through the internment camp thing, but they definitely went through Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah, that was freaking nuts.
So no wonder my nana denounced her fucking culture. I mean, it still sucks, right?
Yes.
But you gotta understand, it was for safety. To turn that shit off. Throw away your language. Assimilate hard as you can. Marry a fucking white dude. I mean, she's still a bitch.
No, but like, you know, we all have a story. We all get here somehow.
Yeah. It's that generation after that ain't got no excuse. My mom's a boot. Anyway.
Or it's complicated. The whole thing is complicated. Yeah. I fully understand. You feel how you do. I feel how I do. I understand.
But I'm seeing that perspective.
How it works. But yeah.
Godzilla's fucking cool.
Yes, the story's great. The creature stories are a great way to
express.
It's important. Stories are important. I'll say that. I'm not gonna go into a whole freaking lecture about
put the book away. But yeah, I like that hypothetical. That question. Thank you.
Is Godzilla a dragon? Yes. Because here's the thing.
Because I still count like Haxorus as a dragon, like in Pokemon and stuff. They count as dragons and they don't fly.
Well, like I was gonna say, we've pacified dragons.
Yeah, they're babies now.
Dragons used to be like. Dragons used to be like. I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
it used to be the most horrifying monster you could imagine. They
associate it with the devil.
Yeah, well, I mean, the word chosen was dragon. Mm-hmm. It's. I don't think it originally was. It's hard to say. I haven't looked into it too much recently, and I forgot.
It was like Draco and Snake.
A lot. But, freaking, like dragons. Like you would tell a kid a story about a dragon, and they would have trouble sleeping that night. Because you told them about
a big monster that's going to eat your fucking village.
That can just fly over your village and...
Yeah.
And like, because we had more day-to-day, like, grounded conflicts at the time, like, you weren't always full back then.
Yeah, so you're disoriented. You could be fucking hallucinating at any moment.
Not exactly, but possibly, yes. But like, kids would be just, like, playing with rocks and running around barefoot and shit, and just in the dirt. And it's like, yeah, you stub your freaking toe and then you're reminded of your mortality because it's like, okay, that's just broken now and we don't have the medicine to fix it, so...
Yeah, you walk with a limp for the rest of your life.
That's just how
Unless you have to cut it off.
And then they tell you a story about a monster and then you're just like, freaking, like... hands behind your head like that guy in the meme. That. Anyway, I have one more topic I think is really freaking fun. Actually, I have two, but one I've just decided doesn't have value. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So it just says Miss Barbara Sanchez, and what that is it's John. It's another point from John, where he gets frustrated with people pronouncing things, like over-pronouncing things on the news. So he was like, last night, Miss Barbara Sanchez. Yeah, and as a kid, that used to irritate me too. But I was like, I guess they're saying it right. I was like, no, you're not. You're over foreign.
Yeah, you could just call it Sanchez.
You could just say Sanchez even.
Yeah.
It's like I put the accent on sometimes, but I don't give a shit. Like I speak it. And the thing that I figured it out. That's actually. No. Don't eat the door. That's a thing in linguistics, is like over foreignerization. I actually don't remember what it's called, but it's like over pronouncing things. It's a thing. It's real.
I saw a meme the other day. Do me a favor. Spell socks really fast.
Oh, it sounds like you're speaking Spanish. Mm-hmm. S-O-C-K-S. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
S-O-C-K-S!
It's because that just sounds like Spanish words. I wonder how many things in different languages is like, you sound like you're speaking English if you just spell a word.
Say the Russian alphabet.
Oh God, it's been so long. The only part of the Russian alphabet I still remember is what was it? It was like hold on. It was like D-U-F per U. I don't remember. But I remember when you get to the O, you go, oh. And then at the end, there's two letters. One called Tjordiznach and one called Myakiznach. And then you go like, yeah, you, yah. And then that's the alphabet.
Yah!
Yeah.
Яблоко. What was it? The apple?
Яблоко. I can't choose between that one and bread for my favorite word. So the word for bread is chleb.
Also, Speaking of languages, I had a realization.
Yeah.
When I was high, I thought I could learn Japanese.
Through Google Translate.
Yeah. So he came out and I was like, what did I say?
You said...
I tried to say I love you. Agrete matsu or something like that. And you were like, don't trust that. So I looked it up and Japan has words for specific like types and stages of love.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's okay. Like what they say in the anime all the time. The translators are kind of like lazy, so they just translate that to directly
Careful with your words.
Well, okay, so they just translate it to I love you because it's simple. It's simpler than I really like you and I want to be like try going out with you. You know what I mean? But that's okay.
They separate romantic love from platonic?
Well, it's more than that. You've got like cosmic, like never ending. I'll give my fucking life for you, love. But in English, I love you means I love you, and you have to kind of explain it. You're pretty liberal.
I was gonna say liberal, but then I was like, I'm kind of getting sick of using that word because its context has changed in the modern day.
I say I love you to a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're pretty liberal with that phrase, and it like.
Well, I was telling your roommate A, I'd say like I love you because you're pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. Like it doesn't bother me per se, but it just hits my ears weird to hear you say that to somebody else, and because
it means a lot more. It
means a lot more to everybody else. It's like it certainly gives pause. The bro lives upstairs. Mm-hmm. Freaking, you drop one of those on him. You're like, dude, I love you. You're great, and he like.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, my bad.
Like, cause like, these are people who don't ever hear, like, you know, overt kindnesses. That's something you gotta consider, too, is that, like, me and you are... What are you doing?
He's humping the platypus.
Stop him? Stop him?
Titan! Hey! Stop it! Stop it! Stop looking at me while you're doing it! Put your wee-wee away! Put it away! Put it away!
He's so cute.
He's like, put my nuts.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
You were like, what is he doing? And before I turned, I was like, he's probably humping something.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I'm not cuddling that plush. Anyway, he doesn't even get the hang of it. He just keeps repositioning, but he doesn't actually rub his dick on anything. It's so weird.
He's a freaking baby. He doesn't know shit.
Little baby.
Little boys rub their dicks on everything. I'm like, I don't remember doing it myself.
But you probably did.
But I've got holes in my brain. I just like all the little boys that I've ever been around just rub their freaking dicks on everything, and it's freaking weird. The worst of it was at one Halloween party.
I was thinking about that Halloween party too.
The worst that was
that fucking weird kid, man.
He just kept like
you were dressed as a sheet ghost and you looked cool.
Yeah, I had a sheet that was like way too small, and we just cut holes in it, and it, like. All of my, like, middle to lower body, and it was, like, uneven.
Yeah, it was the shittiest costume. It was the best.
and like, I was a ghost, and I was just like, this is great. I'm technically dressed up. It's my flavor. Nobody can see me.
Yeah.
And I'm a ghost, so it's canon.
Yeah.
But, like, there was this little kid who was wearing, like, a skeleton costume, and him and his sister would, like, cause, like, I used to be really good with kids.
Yeah, we had the energy for it.
I would just, like... I found a little sword and I was like playing with it, and then he had a sword and he came by and he started playing with it, and then his sister came up with her wand and like I was fighting the both of them while I was sitting down.
Yeah, they were fighting the big ghost.
But like I was sitting down, so I would like reach out and like give him a gentle little push, and like the girl she got it. She would like oof and like fall down.
Yeah, she would play along, but this little fucker.
But I had to freaking just shove that freaking kid because he was rubbing his dick on my knee.
He kept climbing on you and rubbing his dick on your knee, and I was like.
And like I would just be like, hold up, little bro, just like don't
back the fuck up.
Like don't get so close. And he just like ignored me, like I didn't say anything. Rub his dick on my knee while he was like swinging his sword in my face, and I'd keep having to shove him away. And then he would just like take his position right back where he was. I would even make it harder for him to get to my knee, like I'd move my leg, and he would try and freaking get back up and rub his freaking dick on me. Stop jizzing on the pillow!
Titan! Stop it! Stop it!
Is he good?
I don't know.
He looks hyper focused right now. Grab my Bible, put it in front of him.
Francis of the film. Woo! 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 You just need some stimulation, huh?
Yeah?
Okay, I can finish the podcast playing with my cat.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a really interesting... If we're done with that topic, I don't even remember what it was.
We're done with cat jizzing. And little boys rubbing their dicks on your knee. That shit was weird.
Yeah, that was really uncomfortable. Alright, whatever that last topic was...
We're done.
That.
It's closed.
Yes. Just congratulate me on how well I made my point. Now, this one's about Pokemon.
Okay. Oh!
What the hell is normal type?
They don't have elemental powers. They don't have elemental powers.
What about the ones that can learn moves? That like they can learn every type of move. Like that's the whole thing about normals.
They have potential to evolve in such a way.
But even like Pidgey can like learn like Flare Blast or some shit. I don't know.
Well, it's also like was it fighting types? They have access to like a bunch of punch and bite moves with elements.
Yeah.
So I would say that's like chi.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was actually. It's funny that you mentioned fighting, because the whole thing was like a question, a rant I went on. What would happen if I punched a normal type Pokemon? Could I beat Drampa with my bare hands?
He's got dragon powers.
But what properties are given to a fighting type Pokemon throwing a punch that I don't have access to?
Hum on.
I can breathe. That's what was it was driving me nuts last night. I was thinking about it. I was like, what is normal type? Why do they call it normal? And I was like trying to figure out like what alternatively could like the character have been translated from Japanese. Uh-huh. And it was just like simple type. There's no more freaking explanation there.
Nothing type.
What does normal mean? And like I understand the concept. Like it's like basic, right? Like this
Vanilla.
Yeah, this is like...
He's just a deer.
It's a bird.
Yeah.
It's a deer. But it's like... How would you explain that? If you had to change the... Not the properties or anything, but the name of normal type, what would you change it to?
Basic or something?
Same thing.
I don't know. There's nothing else to name it.
We need to get somebody who doesn't know about Pokemon. To like...
Yeah, so you're like... Clearly, this is electric, this is grass, this is fire. What is this? And they're like,
Normal? Shit! I don't know. I was trying to work. I've been for years actually, just on and off. I've been trying to work on this. What is a more descriptive word for normal types? Titan. How would you explain Titan, right? His abilities.
Natural?
Ooh. That's close. Whatever like the cosmic being that is in charge of words has chosen, you're close. Natural. Cause you can't call it like
organic?
Powerless. Organic? I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It's never gonna change, but...
No, but like, it would help me. It would help me put my brain in the right place. Oh, look at him loaf.
It's just bored. He decided he wanted to masturbate.
Just like his mama. I hate when people say that's my baby.
That is my baby.
I understand you love this animal as you would a child. That is not your baby.
He is my baby.
No, it is not.
Yeah, he is.
That's like calling the like your significant other. It's like calling them baby.
Daddy.
That highlights it. It's no more or less weird to me.
It's so weird.
It's weird. It's the same thing as calling like a girl mommy. It's like it's so ironic. It's ironic, so it doesn't have the same stigma. But when it becomes commonplace,
like Homelander. I can't think of mommy stuff without thinking Homelander now.
Oh, hold on. Before we close out, I want to show you the Mortal Kombat thing where he drinks the milk. Because it's like perverse the way he goes about it. Homelander milk MK1. Oh, there it is. All animations. Homelander Drinky Milky.
Drinky the milk.
What the freaking hell happened to my picture quality?
I was gonna say, why is it all fucking bit chunked?
Yeah, like...
Pixelated ass.
Why did it just decide to do that when I opened YouTube? It's been great this whole time.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and there he goes. He drinks the milk. He's pouring it all over himself, and it's bottomless.
Yeah.
Also, that looks chunky. That's... You should,
That's some sour-ass milk.
Yeah. Although, I wouldn't know the quality of breast milk, so... It's entirely possible. Yep, there he is. He's lapping it up like a little kitty cat.
It's so nasty.
Oh, God. Homelander's so freaking lame in this game.
Like a fucking...
Yeah, he's not, like, drinking it either. He's totally lapping it up. Yeah, look here. Look.
Yeah, he does it in the show. It's so sick.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Yucky milk.
Gross. Anyway.
That's a Skibbity Biden? Oh.
Alright. Next time on the SuperBetterCast, we're gonna do better than Skibbity Biden.
I don't know if you can.